Hmm. Yeah. Look at Miss Foster. Yowza. She's one hottie ass girl.
Wave one.
I was gonna get back on play some more Outrider later, but
Looks like Mark.
About to open.
ah,
Mrs.
Oh.
Foster presents her introductions. Leave
ah.
it off me! Can't see. Sleep tight. Aperitifs are served.
Get paid today.
Mrs. Foster doesn't miss those. Take notes, boys. I'm in the mood to buy today.
The resupply pod is open. Spend your dosh and shut up. Your wounds are probably infected, but you're not going to be around long enough to care.
I'm debating if I want to get a new job or if I want to become.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not
become a
die.
manager
Wave two.
or become a
You
server.
want it? I can't shake it off!
I remember when I used to go to the mall all the time.
Float Zeds nearby. It's got me! Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Does that blow that fucker up?
Faster. Well, Mrs. Foster presents her introductions. Yeah, I'm in the zone, people.
Rough, ow! Bullets hurt! Ow! I don't want your baby! You ugly.
This one's tenacious.
Ah! Ah!
Nearly
You
got
ugly.
it.
I don't want your baby. Yeah.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Ah. Nice.
Position, heal thyself.
Go to the pod. Buy things. Not that it will matter. You'll still die.
Leave me alone. I don't want to die. Get your babies away from me. Oh.
Keep the area secure.
I know Miss Foster's really hot, but damn.
That get near.
Like with the wiggle hair. stands up on its own. Natural, baby.
Looks like markets are about to open. This is Foster from Range.
Don't get too comfy. I've got more Zeds just waiting.
Hey,
I'll be honest, that's fun. Bye! Did I pique your interest?
sure does.
Lord. Yes! Pleased to make your acquaintance. And she's back.
This area remains mostly secure. This one's helping you somehow. Is this some sort of prank?
Yeah, all
You're
this
not this
smoke
good.
shit's finally dying down a little bit.
Did I pique your interest? We
Not
said
really
it
happy
close.
on those.
None of the Zeds made it in. Surprising. What a
Not
cookie.
really. Looking good.
Oh, hello.
Do you have a death wish? If not,
That's
buy
SpaghettiOs.
armor.
SpaghettiOs.
Wave 4.
Weapon right here. I'm coming for you, Zed. Oh, Mrs. Foster, what a mess.
You think that's it? There's plenty more Zeds.
Mrs. Foster presents her introductions. Get in! Mrs.
It's always
Foster,
fun to
what are
find
you
someone
doing?
that's identical to you.
Did I pique your interest?
I always think about Mrs. Foster and Mr. Foster, how they're so like the same. They're both like intelligent psychopaths. Like that.
That one had no chance.
You don't have enough money to
That's so funny. It's like when you look at dating that, like a lot of people back then, you know, you find someone that piques the interest of like
get hurt.
personality in that.
But the test isn't over.
And nowadays, it's by looks. And people just care about
Oh,
looks and
hello.
money too much. Like back then, it wasn't like that.
Wave 5.
Back then, people, like younger people, would fall in love with people for attraction, yes, but more less likely to fall in love because of, you know, other things.
Apparently, so.
Where the fuck did you go? Okay. Gotta go outside again, Liger.
I can't see. Mrs. Foster presents her introductions. You got school.
Yeah.
Oh, it stings. Ah!
He's in the wall. He clicks inside of the wall. I love that shit. Oh, you keep saying that stuff, dude. You say the weirdest shit for being young.
Anyone getting low?
Okay.
Keep using the pod. I'll see if I can get your fingers stuck in it.
It's never been about race at all, man.
Weapon right here.
If you think that, then that's stupid on your part.
Pod shutting down. Any second now.
We're all part of the same race. We're all human, dude. The difference is
Keep the Zest out of that area.
bring back Hitler. Dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're like fucking 10 years old. How the hell are you saying stuff like that? Dude. That's not how it works. Life never worked like that. There's no need to say anything like that, especially being young like you are. Come on, Teddy. Come on. What? My daddy? What? You big old puppy? Oh, big old baby. You don't growl. What? What? Oh, go get him. You little silly turd. We all need to live in harmony, man. It's never been about who lives. I want you to live in harmony. We should all be rejoicing that we're alive.
Nearby. Your day. These Zeds are close. I'll be honest.
Not terrible, but that's just the
Yeah, saying that
warm-up.
stuff is just redundant.
That's a siren. No, my ears. Close no more. Did I pique your interest?
We should never, none of us should be fighting anyway.
Project!
Especially not in our own country, Matt.
Mrs. Foster. This one's tenacious. Oh, Mrs. Foster.
I thought that was anything but luck. I would be impressed.
That's what truly drives me
Area
insane.
remains
Like,
secure.
people want to get so offended and say
Close
stupid shit
Zeds
like
nearby.
that. Probably because your parents are like that. That's sad.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. And she's back.
The biggest reason why people would even say ignorant stuff like that.
Mrs. Foster presents her
Because
introductions.
they're cowards and they can't realize that they could just be nice to people and not hate people because of race, which is the dumbest thing to hate people by.
You got school!
That's why I don't watch the news anymore. News is nothing but hate on other races. All they do is do that. All day, all night.
Americans are served.
That's made it. Surprising. Want a cookie?
That's what you call a dictatorship. Exactly where dictatorship comes from. Like the true history of Hitler, that they made up a lot of bullshit by. Was he a horrible person? What he
Ammo,
did?
if you want it.
Yeah. Was he the worst leader for Germany? No. He done gruesome stuff, but fuck, our country does gruesome stuff.
Pod closing soon.
We just lie about
So you
it,
can die.
because we're always the victor. Dude, our government's blowing up a lot of fucking innocent people.
Anyone getting low?
We slaughter hundreds of thousands of people. So are we no better than Hitler?
10 seconds.
No, Hitler's just in the storybook. I promise you, if anyone ever took over our country, which is probably never gonna happen because people don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. We're all
There's
allegiance to
something
each
cloaked.
other to fight against the people.
Did I pique your interest?
Because of the flat earth thing. They don't want anyone to get out of this place. But it's up for the leaders of the
one's
world to
tenacious.
finally stand up and say, hey, you know, we need to tell the truth. You tell the truth about freaking UFOs now. You said, oh, UFOs, let's talk about all the damn time now. Huh. People were saying they were a
Anyone getting
conspiracy.
low?
Now they're all talking about it. Oh, I wonder why, because the evidence is overwhelming. Same thing with Flat Earth. Flat Earth's overwhelming. So now the bitch got to talk about
Pleased
it.
to make
Oh,
your
yeah, it wasn't a conspiracy. We're just not 100% knowing how to say it. The truth? Say the truth. That's all it is.
These sets are
This
closed.
happens a lot. This happens throughout
Take
history.
this up a notch.
Every time we have, now we don't have any major wars. There's no point in having these victories because everything's
Eulogize that.
balanced out.
You're annoying me.
You know, before in history, that you know, we used to have a lot of, you know,
Yeah, I'm in the zone.
pride for our country. Now we say the prayer every day. We say the national anthem every day. You know, they used to do it on the news all the time. So you go say it before the news broadcast. They say the national anthem and that. It's kind of funny they don't say it now. Why not? It's our country. Our country's our country. We live here. We're raised here. We're born here.
Uh-oh, siren. You're dead.
You know.
Oh, it's happening.
The resupply pod is open.
And people don't want to sit there do anymore. I mean, I love my country. I don't like our government, as in the people in our government. No, I really don't.
Won't be that easy again.
But people themselves could be persuaded pretty differently. A lot of it has to do with, you know, how we're taught in school and that. And people aren't lying about that stuff when it happens. Our whole entire culture is designed to be different.
Keep using the pod. I'll see if I can get your fingers stuck in it.
But to say if children think all that stuff, which I believe that's what whatchamacallit just was just saying, which to me is just passively ignorant to be like that at a young age. Going to school and then think, I'm better than everybody else because of the color of my skin. That's why we have problems. People think that stupid ass shit.
Anyone getting low?
It
There's
shouldn't
something
matter. It's a hard pill to fucking swallow. That's why we have to intermix the breeds. People don't like that shit, I already know that. People don't want white and black mixed together at all.
Who wants to get rich today?
But that's the main thing that's happening.
Break your arm, patting
I
yourself.
see a lot of black girls don't like black men that much because of some of them are just, they're not educated enough.
Flashbound, see
And
it?
that's what it comes down to. Some are just not educated enough. They live the street way. And that's the reason why you might see mixed breeds and that. It's the same thing, you know, vice versa. Black guys dating white women.
What?
Well, I think it goes back in history, Matt.
Did I pique your interest?
They thought they could breed and that's why they always talk about, you know, black guys being better at sex and that. That's actually completely false. It's all about knowledge.
Oh, get in!
They try to be their pimps and all that shit. They try to be like, I'm the best at it. I'm not even lying about that. That's what people got bred into their brains.
You're not dead. Good enough.
Ammo.
And do I have to lie about it? No, I don't need to lie about it because they see it everywhere. You know, a guy like me, I'm a big player. I can get any girl I want. But do I? No. Almost every girl that I talk to always gives me
Hello.
either they are attracted to me or they become attracted to me. I mean, and I've been called big player, big pimp, and all this stupid shit from the men. Like, why? Who cares? It's not a fucking competition. You can get the most women pregnant before they die. That's
Anyone
true. I
getting
probably
low?
got 100 girls pregnant already.
Some new tactics.
I'm gonna high five myself, paying child support for all these women in there. I'm broke as fuck, and continuously be broke. Walk around with 30 children and that, high fiving all my dudes. I'm like, man, I got paid $10,000 in child support a year. I'm broke as fuck. I gotta work 2 jobs because the government's forcing me to. I have to go to jail.
Presents her introductions.
So I always think it was one person. That's why the Bible states what it states.
He said the cloak. This one's tenacious. There's something cloaked.
Don't get too comfy. I've got more sense just waiting.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Cloaked no more. Play ghosts, boys. You're dead.
That's all like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said,
This
right.
one's tenacious.
His words stay true as it is today.
Sweet dreams.
It's never been about the color of the skin. It's been about how you are. Who you are that matters. That sounds too easy, but no one wants that. Everybody wants to be different. We want to judge and judge and judge. See, we get Catholics that don't like Lutherans because they speak the same stuff, and not exactly, but they're part of the same Bible.
A little blood loss never hurt anyone.
We join our groups together, even though we're underneath one
What do we have here?
like ocean of
Pod
people.
design is not terrible. Horzine did okay with this.
Yeah, it always blows my mind. Whew. Guess that's just how people are, I guess. And to me, that's pretty sad. I like my life. I'm getting lesser and lesser wanting to join into a group of
Anyone getting low?
zealots. People that are just controlled by their cultures.
Wave 10.
It's pretty sad.
I'm in the mood to buy today. Did I pique your interest? Oh, I'm poisoned! Yes! Woo! This one's tenacious.
Getting expensive. Kindly die the next wave.
That's better. Ammo.
There is a blue sedan in the parking lot with its lights on. Never mind, it exploded.
Anyone getting low?
But that's the idea behind it.
Protect the area, if you can.
Like children should be thinking about that, being
Ammo,
open-minded.
if you want it.
No, my brain's been trying to wrap around that stuff for a very long time now.
We have ourselves a scrape! Oh, Mrs. Foster, what a mess. Miss Foster? Woo! Mrs. Foster presents her introduction. Yeah, I'm in the zone, people. Roger! A very pizza served. Get in! Yeah. Excuse me. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Faster.
I thought that was anything but luck. I would be impressed. Area remains secure.
And she's back. Mrs. Foster from range. This one's tenacious. Anyone getting low? Pleased to make your acquaintance.
This area remains mostly secure. Is Hans helping you somehow? Is this some sort of prank? You're not this good.
Hello. Ammo.
That's just like at work and that I see so many different people in that, and I would have to say it's really interesting. Like it's just you just constantly see the same people over and over again, you know, or seeing, you know. That's my biggest thing is, people that go to college and that, they get involved in college and that, they want to live in a secure place and that, they want to think that everything's in that bubble and that, they'll get a job with the same people that they went to class with and all that stuff, and then I'll tell you what, man, you'll never learn more than you would being part of actual reality itself.
Activate Omega Maneuver 12.
You'd be damn surprised how much.
There's something cloaked. Mrs. Foster presents her introductions.
How much of a difference it makes on just like being different, being out there, involve yourself to everyone, learn all these new things and that.
Annoying!
Because that's the problem.
Mrs. Foster?
Take my neighbor for instance. She doesn't want to work. That's the girl I had a crush on my whole entire life. She doesn't want to work. She's lazy. She sits around all day. She's getting pampered from, you know, her boyfriend. That her boyfriend's getting tired of her. Getting annoyed because she don't want to do anything. He busts his ass at work so she gets to home and be a couch potato. She doesn't want to do anything with her life. She wants to sit there and do absolutely nothing.
Yep, that's a flesh pound.
And like,
Did I pique your interest?
and like it's so messed up because she's almost 30 years old.
Oh, Mrs. Foster, what a mess.
I mean, if I had the job that she had, she was working as like a assistant nurse or whatever. She could pay like 16 to like 13, you know, it's like 16, 20 bucks an hour or whatever.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Foster.
I like that lifestyle, how much money you make and how the bills you have to pay.
Mrs. Foster presents her introductions.
You would always have money in the bank.
The resupply pod is open. Spend your dosh and shut up.
I mean, like I say, if I got my Thursdays back, like I've been talking about, I would be able to save up, you know, $300 or $400 a freaking month.
Don't bleed on the pod. It was hard to steal this many.
You know, that'd be astounding. And then now my mind's changed. I don't care about the money as much anymore. I like it because it's survivability, but
Or die.
Ammo.
I don't know. It just feels different. Other goals are coming up and life is changing a little bit more.
Aperitifs are served. That's a flash pound. I got grabbed. Did I pique your interest?
Well, a lot of people are worried about relationships, the white picket fence stuff. That stuff's dead. I'm sorry, it's dead.
This one's tenacious.
It hasn't been around for a
Flash pound.
while.
See it? Mrs. Foster doesn't miss those. Ah, my ears! Get ready to yell. Ah!
That's always been one of the problems.
Yep, that's a flash pound.
That idea is,
Pleased to make. I'll be on it. It stings.
it's all because of uneducated people. People that don't have actual legitimate smarts.
Mrs. Foster, what a mess. Faster. Nikas, Nikat. Nikatus, Nikat.
Spaniard Josh, imbeciles. Before I
You
decided
know,
to
there was a
shut
couple
the
of girls
pod,
back in the old days. I probably would have married that
that
kids without.
flesh pound must have had
You know,
some
if
sort
things
of
would have been like
structural
the way they were
deficiency.
supposed to be, in
Lucky
the
you.
sense of what, say, like my grandparents were trying to make. Yeah, a lot of things have been different from that.
That's better.
My grandparents themselves were trying to
Anyone
forge
getting low?
rise a business, try to get stuff going for us and that. You know,
Trainer pod design
things didn't
is
turn out what they're
not
supposed to do.
terrible. Horzine did okay
You know.
with this.
Would I have been different as a human being? Obviously, yeah. I'd have been a lot different. I wouldn't be who I am today. I already know that. I'd be probably drowning in money. I already know that.
Think fast.
I already had a house, my
or as
car,
fast
and
as
I'd be
you
like
can.
everybody
So,
else. The
think
fucking
slow.
same.
Well,
Same
well. What do we have
Garbage
here?
crap that everybody dreams of getting because this is what they teach you. They teach you this stuff because they think that's how life is.
You aren't ready for this.
It's all the same
But here it
garbage
comes anyways.
bullshit that people dream day in, day out of when they're little and that. What are you gonna be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. No one becomes a doctor.
This one's tenacious.
Barely like not even 1% of humanity becomes a fucking doctor, by the way. That's why it pays a lot. Because they're not needed. People stay doctors for 50, 60 years, you know. They're like in their fucking 70s
Who wants to
and
get
shit
rich
sometimes.
today? Did I pique your interest?
They believe they like to help people, Matt. They do.
I'll be honest, that's fun. Take notes, boys. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I can't shake it off. I'm in the mood to buy today. Did I pique your interest?
But like when we look at the gender roles and that of like men and women, I'll tell you what, it's a lot harder being a man than it is to be a woman. In some senses, how hard people have to work in that. The things men have to sacrifice. Like men have to sacrifice a lot, you know.
Something done right.
I know I'm just bringing up a bunch of random stuff and that, but when we look at any type of thing,
Good night, farewell. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
and like you start looking at all the things that happened back in the old days, man.
Yeah, I'm in the zone, people.
The reason I bring this up is because I see a lot of relationships where I see men, they do act like children
This
and
one's
that.
tenacious.
And that's why when I look at my life and that, I'm happy. I'm starting to grow from that perspective. It gets dangerous out there.
You got
Everyone's on narcotics. There's people barely
Mrs.
18 years
Foster
old
presents
already
her
smoking vape and think it's better than cigarettes and that. It's the same thing. It's nothing different. Well, it's better for your lungs. No, it's not better for your lungs. It gives you the chance of cancer, probably not as much because you're not, you know. But people are dying so much. Their bodies are getting torn apart and their nervous system's trying to react to it. Man, I see people go at school, they're in high school doing that. It should be illegal.
I'll be honest, that's fine.
Stop making everything legal.
Yeah.
Mind
I'm in
altering
the
drugs
zone,
should be
people.
illegal, period. Unless it's medical.
Going.
Especially if they're heavy mind altering drugs. Like caffeine itself is an altering drug, but caffeine has more bigger supports. Especially nowadays, because caffeine keeps your metabolism up. People that drink more coffee lose more weight. They're more
What's that, Mark?
active.
Big gun may help you feel safe, but it won't actually
You know, they stay
save
active longer. Their brains are more alert longer. They burn more energy. But that's what it does. think it's good though.
That's better.
I'm just thinking about my life and how it used to be and how it is now after being alive for 33 years. And like
Ammo.
the last 15, 16, 17 years of my
Keep
life.
using the pod.
From like
I'll see
16
if I
now.
can get your fingers stuck in it.
And like, a lot's changed. Dramatically. My mindset's differently,
Anyone
I think
getting low?
differently. I love life a little bit more.
T-minus 10
I'm more
seconds until
not
you're
judgmental
dead.
as much, but helpful. At least try to be. And like, it's difficult out there. And I realize the truth. How many times have I faced this fat ass? Jesus Christ, dude. The third time.
Leave it off me!
That's so funny how Outrider is pretty much done for.
Did I pique your interest? Faster. This one's tenacious.
Get yourself. You're not.
Outrider's only out for 2 fucking years.
Here
It's
to
dead
be
as fuck.
squashed.
Like, it's dead.
And she's back.
Ain't a bad game. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Like, the best character, I would say, is probably the Technician. And the
Ammo, if you want it.
Demolitionist, or Dominator, whatever the name is. Like, that's what happens when people make too many damn games. Like, they make so
Ammo.
many games and that, it gets to that point where you're just like, is it any good? I heard Killing Floor. Killing Floor's been out for almost over 7 years now. Close to about 7
Ammo,
years.
if you want it.
This game's more popular than most games that have been out. The newer games. Like Outrider. Outrider story, amazing. I like the story.
Last call for guns and bullets.
No, I beat it, I think, twice already.
Wave 16.
But the fighting in that game is so
That's a flashdown.
slow.
I'll be honest, that's fun.
Yeah, like if you're not there, like, say for instance, my Technician can literally throw out his
Mrs.
turret.
Foster presents her introduction.
People go for the turret, and I got a mod that literally brings down lightning. I can literally fucking one-shot normal
Yep,
enemies
that's a flash pound.
every 3 seconds. They can explode.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. There it is. Miss Foster,
It's like the best.
float
Pardon.
Zeds nearby. Aperitifs are served. Mrs. Foster, what are you doing? Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I guess one of the things I lost
Live
throughout all this
faster.
learning and researching that. I lost a lot of my sensibilities. Like, I don't emote instantaneously. I
is Foster
logically think
presents her
over my
introductions.
emoting. Or say my emotions. Like when most people just emote,
Bye, bye, bye.
I logically just think about it and see if it's important enough to do it. Especially nowadays, you can't like do certain things. Like, you can talk whatever you want to talk. You have to be. It's more of a mind game.
Aperitifs are served.
It's more of a mind game.
Just entered a pod.
Like you can't just get in fights with everybody nowadays. You gotta pull a mind game.
I'm not impressed.
You gotta talk your way out of stuff and that. People say, I'm gonna drag that guy out and do stuff and that. You're full.
Ammo, if you want it.
That day's done. That's the old day. That's done. Just because it's not like it used to be. People break rules too much. You go to jail too much. We need to stop having
Ammo.
people going to jail and prison for really stupid shit. Because every time I see someone likes to be angry and that, which I haven't seen that much. Most times it's just people that just have issues, you just kind of say whatever, just laugh it off kind of thing. But some people, man, ooh, they're fun.
Ammo, if you want it.
And when I see people get massively drunk and shit, like for instance, we had a party of people coming in. I came in that.
Mummy loves money. Get ready to yell timber.
And like, there's a good people came in, they came from a place that's rather close by. So we had 3 girls that come in, I guess they were servers, you probably had a couple of cooks, you can just tell that they were cooks and that, because the way they act now. And one of the guys probably was like a dishwasher, I'm assuming. It could have been a cook too. And people always judge people based upon their work. Like, people judge me based upon my work, like, oh, you're just a dishwasher though. I'm like, what does my job title have to do with
Mrs. Foster presents her introductions.
what I do in my life? But okay, you know, I can see when people think that, you know. I know doctors that are fucking psychotic and they got fucking massive fucking issues.
Did I pique your interest?
Ooh, that was cute. Yeah, I think I'll jump up to this.
Oh, Mrs. Foster, what a mess. Who wants to get rich today? Mrs. Foster. I'll be honest. If you want something done right.
I didn't expect you to make it through that wave.
Mrs. Foster, what are you doing?
Being hot.
This one's
Being hot
tenacious.
and sexy, baby. Ooh. But anyway, sorry about it. We had these, there was 9 people that came in, there were 6 dudes and 3 girls. The 3 girls weren't drunk and like 2 of the guys weren't drunk at all. And the rest of the guys
Markets are about to open.
are pretty fucked up.
Your day.
Some of them are more drunk than others, but they came in drunk, so they must have just got drunk.
The resupply pod is open.
And
Spend your
they probably did it
shut
at
up.
work. They probably got off work all at different times, and they started drinking beforehand. That's what happens up in
Heal
here, isn't
thyself.
that, you know, when the girls get off, and the ones that want to drink and drink,
It was
and
hard
get
to
drunk, and
steal
then
this
sit there
many.
for multiple hours and that, and then go home. Like, why would you waste your money? Why would you waste your time with that stuff? Like, to me, it's... Well, anyway, we had a family come in that had 2 kids, and the guy looked like he was one of those headstrong males. Thought he was like dominated. He's like, oh, I'm dominated. You know, he wants to. Basically, he's one of those guys that thinks he's strong, but he knows he's not strong. But he's like, I'm stronger than like maybe 1% of society. and like he was sitting there. They were the drunk people. I say the drunk guys. There was like one that was really fucking drunk, and they seemed like he was attention getter. That he was cussing a lot and being a dickhead and that. And so he cussed and that. And then one guy says like, "Hey, can you guys stop it? I got children here." And I would say think about that. I think about they are your children, not their children. And one of the things that happened that was stupid, our waitress, and I blame this on her. This is a little dumb on her part, but I don't blame her for doing it because they were going to move to a different part of the store because these guys were like right in the middle of the store. They weren't taking the back part of the store. They were right in the middle of the store, and they were drunk and that. So the other ones start to move, and I said, "Go ahead and move. That's fine." Because I don't care. They didn't move too far away. They kind of just moved closer to the door and on the other side. But they were going to eat in that, And our waitress told them, "No, don't do that, because I want to keep everyone on one side." They were all the way in the back corner, and that they were, close enough to the other side. It was just more or less like that when they both merge. And I was just sitting there like, why'd you do that? They just want to go, well, because I want to keep everyone on one side. And so I'm like, you gotta stop doing that. The whole point of being customer service, I don't know why people don't understand this. The whole point of being a customer service is to please the customer. I completely get it if they want to sit all the way in that back corner and they're like, blah, blah, blah. But if people are irritated by customers that are doing stuff, every customer has a right to do as they please. That's the whole point of being in America. We have freedom of speech. You can speak as you want as long as you don't harass people enough to get into a fight so the cops don't get called. Or to deal with it for your own stuff. So anyway, the guy said something to people that they finally quiet down and that for a little bit. And one of the other guys, as attention getting dumbass, dude's a fucking douche. Honestly, I want to punch him in the face because he's just a douchebag. And he started cussing really loudly again, and I'm just sitting there and then the other guy started getting upset and that. And the friends were telling him, like, "Hey, dude, shut up. Would you stop saying that stuff?" He's all, because he was trying to impress these girls, and these girls are sitting there like, what the fuck, dude? Because I talked to multiple of them afterwards, and they were just sitting there like, it's like, "Oh, we're so sorry for that." Don't blame yourself for their stupidity. It's like, I say, "You guys friends?" Like, no, we're not friends with the people. I kind of honestly figured that. I kind of honestly noticed that you got three good-looking women that come in with a bunch of fucking dumbasses. And some of them are actually legitimately cool people and that. But, these girls damn well knew they were just like... And I said, next time you guys come in, just come in by yourselves tonight. That'd be cool. There was three of them that, just come in and chill, we can just chill together and talk all that stuff, and that'd be kind of cool. But it's late
Anyone
night.
getting low?
I have nothing else to do right now. And they're younger ladies, and I like to talk to the younger generation, see where their mind's at. They seem pretty good. I talked to two of them up front, and they were pretty nice. One's like, "Oh, I'm going to college now," and I told her, go to college for something. Don't just sit in college for 10 years to be part of that college bullshit. Go to college, get your degree, and get the fuck out. Because you don't want to be brainwashed by that bullshit. You think, you go to college and you want to get a career going. And so being a waitress is the best career ever. You know why? Because you can make a limited amount of money. And you always stay in good shape because you're always moving. That's the most healthiest thing ever. It's like someone that chops down trees for a living. You're always going to be healthy. And if you want to get smarter, all you have to do is educate yourself on your own. I do that. I don't need to go to school and do all that shit. Listen to a bunch of psychological dumbasses that read books all day like, "We need to know why we're psychologically messed up." Listening to you is why we're psychologically messed up. Because you teachers are all crazy. You guys are all in this little dimensional bullshit in your head. You're sitting there like eating your fucking crayons and that, and looking at the fucking ceiling like a dumbass, thinking about philosophy shit that doesn't do nothing. Wow, the real researchers like myself put over decades of time in to figure out something. You're sitting there reading what's going to be my research in a book. That's one of the main things. Eventually I will be writing a book. The book's going to be about all the psychological things that I know. From emotional, period, how emotions work. That's very obviously easy. Emotional nervous system, how that works. Because your emotions are tied with your nervous system. The more emotive you are, in a say positive way or a negative way, more or less, you say with positive, you become more righteous. You become more spiritually inclined. So you think different. You promote a more positive thing. It's called positive reinforcement. Yes, people can say, "Oh, good job with that." I'm not talking about that stuff. I tell people that stuff all the time, and no one ever says shit towards me. I find it really funny. Like everywhere I go, I'm always like, "Yeah, you did a good job." I'm like, "Good job, yay!" They think that I'm mocking them. No, I'm actually appreciating that you're doing good. I shouldn't have to do this because we're all old, we're all in our 20s and that. If you're not, then by all means, you're still learning. But like, yeah, this is what happens. When people go on their own, it comes down to freedom. When people get their freedom, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Since they got out of high school and that, they're all like, "What do I do? Good job." Okay, good job. Well, high school's not what real life is. So when I go out on the job and that, like people are like, they're not gonna be so nice to you. They're gonna say, "Hey, you got to work, or you're not gonna get any hours. You're not gonna get paid." And doing schoolwork ain't hard. Doing damn homework and taking tests doesn't promote you to get better in the real field. Exercise does. Pushing psychological like scenarialization does, because you can learn stuff from your experience in that. God forbid. It wasn't for me scenarializing for all these years, I'd be dumb as a box of rocks. I'd be sitting there licking on lead. Some dumb. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go make dump. Yeah.
not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, walking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Become a good man. Be a dangerous man. You can't be a good man, a fully good man, if you're not a dangerous man. Okay, be dangerous. Now, being dangerous is not being a threat.
This is pretty cool.
To be good is to do
This
good.
old cowboy guy talking about dangerous man. It's short.
Is protecting those people. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room. Alright? And it's not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, hulking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Become a good man. Be a dangerous man. You can't be a good man, a fully good man, if you're not a dangerous man. It's okay, be dangerous. Now, being dangerous is not being a threat. They're two different things. To be good,
They're right behind
to
you.
do good
Well,
to people, and sometimes
almost.
doing good to people
Ammo.
is protecting those people. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room.
Keep the Zeds
Alright?
out of that
And it's not
area.
about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, walking around saying, I'm dangerous.
I love that shit. They always say that.
Oh, hello.
Like the most quietest person in the room is normally the most dangerous person. Because his mind's already going to that point of how to figure out how to take that person down. Immediately, as soon as that action
What
happens.
do we have here?
That's what almost happened at Denny's and that one drunk little bitch kid. Actually, he wasn't a kid, dude was fucking my age. And like, he was drunk and that being stupid and shit. And I always get really nervous before I go
Hello.
into like a battle or something like that, or like do anything dramatic. Oh, I walk so damn slow, Jesus Christ.
We have ourselves a scrape.
And like,
Did I pique your interest? Oh, Mrs. Foster, what?
If I thought that was anything but luck, I would be impressed. Area remains. None of the Zeds made it in. Surprising. Want a cookie?
but yeah, every time I always
If you
talk
want
about
something
this stuff,
done
I'm
right.
like that one guy was saying, he's a cowboy
Anyone
guy with a big
getting low?
old beard and shit. He was just like, being a good man is being a dangerous man. And saying to being dangerous is not being threatening. Because from I look at it from that perspective, being dangerous is someone that takes care of shit when it needs to be taken
Ammo.
care of, not someone that creates problems, someone that solves the problem that's created from other people. That's why the minds of a silent person always goes to that point. Just like what happened at Denny's and that. I was waiting for that guy to do something, you know, and I told overnight, you know, waitress and that. She got kind of offended by it. She's like, I can take care of myself. It don't matter. It's like, I
Anyone
don't care
getting low?
if the guy's skinny and scrawny, 120 pounds, 130 pound man.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death.
I always say this, I always will say, you let a man deal with a man. You let a woman deal with the woman. If a woman deals with the man, and she thinks that she can take you, think that she is a man, you deal with it like a man. Never at any point in time you ever seen an untrained woman take on an untrained man. Because the idea behind that is,
Mrs. Foster presents...
that man's always going to be stronger than you. No matter if he's trained or not. You know, like, she got offended by that stuff and that.
Heal
Like,
myself.
but you don't deal with your man. I have nothing against the person. When people say that stuff, and I'm like, let the man be the fucking man. Why do women always think I gotta be manly? Ain't nothing manly about it. You know, if your man punches you in your fucking face, you give out fear. Guess what happens?
Who wants to get rich today?
That man's gonna keep on hitting you until your ass gets knocked out. That's how it works. It's called fear mechanics. They say people have a fighting spirit for a reason. Fighting spirit actually does exist. So it don't even matter.
Going.
It's a fear game. It's who can be more fearful, who can be braver, who can be up front, who can be sitting there and saying, hey, you gotta do this shit, let's fucking do it. You know, that's basically what it is.
Mrs. Foster presents her introduction.
Spend it all. Money
You know, I don't know what's with some of the women to that, but some of the women think that's what I can take care of myself. If they want to do it then. Pin them down. Do you even know how to fight? Or are you just sitting there just throwing around bullshit words?
Don't bleed on the pod.
Anyone can throw out words. But it's like the experience behind you now. It's like, okay. If you can't deal with your abusive boyfriend, how the fuck you gonna deal with an abusive man altogether when he's not your fucking boyfriend, when he don't give a fuck about who you are?
Think fast. Or as fast as you can. So, think
Especially when you deal with a man that's bigger than you,
Anyone getting low?
overly more powerful than you are, which doesn't take a lot. It changes. Changes a lot. But yeah, I was waiting for this dude to do something about that drunk little prick. I kept giving him the eye and I kept looking at him and that. I didn't want to start anything. Sometimes you give people the eye and that, they normally like sit there. They want to be dicks. But this dude was a full-fledged coward, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
Ammo, if you want it.
Your heart, your foul. By my, would you like to be part of an electrical circuit? Shield crash. Reboot failed. EDARS! Please be away from them.
Mrs. Foster presents her introduction.
Such blind stubbornness. This is how science really works. Armor integrity failed. EDARS, would you kindly?
And she's back.
Have
So
some
you're here
dignity.
somewhere.
I don't believe you're at the
tenacious.
minimum safe distance.
Get in!
Daddy, how do I get through to you? Observe carefully. Electrocution can create a lifetime of it.
Mrs.
You can't
Foster
see
presents
me,
her introduction.
but I see.
You task me. Indeed, you task me. I will chase you through perdition flames before I give you up.
That sounds like some guy that does not give up.
Ammo.
But yeah, I don't like seeing that. I don't know. Some girls, some women don't want to think they want to be Prince Charming. Hey, am I being Prince Charming? Just, why don't you let men do their fucking roles as a man? We get degraded a little too much nowadays. And I hate that shit.
You can't even pick that up.
Anyone getting low?
Protect the area.
It drives me crazy. I mean, it happened a while ago now, but I've been noticing a lot lately. Like, I could deal with it myself. I was saying, and I told her, I'm like, this is bad if you are or not, I still would do it anyway. I don't give a fuck about what you have to say. It's still gonna happen. Because what are you gonna do? You gonna stop me? Well, no, you won't do nothing. You're gonna sit there and let me do my fucking job as a man, deal with another man, and then that'd be it. It'd be over swift and smooth. It wouldn't be anything too aggressive.
Looks like markets are about to open. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You know, if anything would have happened, I would have dealt with it like I'm trained to do. Because, you know, it's the whole point of me being trained.
Great! Oh, Mrs. Foster, what a mess. Aperitifs are served.
Not terrible, but that's just the warm-up.
Mrs. Foster presents her introductions. Great! Mrs. Foster! Can't see! I'll be honest, that's fun. Aperitifs are served. Who wants to get rich today?
But yeah, this shit always makes me do it. Yeah, that's just the motion on stuff about like this whole ego thing and
This
that.
one's
Like,
to name. There's something close. Oh, Mrs. Foster. Get ready to yell timber.
This area remains mostly secure. This haunt's helping you somehow. Is this some sort of prank?
I always deal with visual bitches at the end. I noticed that. Always visual bitches at the end.
Ammo, if you want it.
There'd be like 6 or 7 of these pop out of nowhere.
Pleased to make.
But yeah, it's just like this exact thing. Voice the guy didn't do anything, even though the guy didn't do nothing. So I was chuckling when that one guy was getting upset and shit. I was kind of like laughing a little bit. He's complaining about stupid shit.
Anyone getting low?
These are my children. Yeah, they are your children. I ain't my fucking damn children. What the fuck do I care about what I have to say in front of your children?
Right there, siren.
If I thought
I'm
there
not
was
the
anything but
parent of
love,
that child.
I would be impressed.
I'm a full-grown human being.
Remain secure.
I have freedom to say as I please. You get offended by it, then maybe you should teach your children not to say those words. But they're all gonna say it anyway. It seems like you cuss a lot anyway. Who gives a shit? Everyone's gonna say that. No one's a pure-hearted person. You think a child's gonna sit there and be
Ammo, if
stay
you want
that
it.
purity child forever? Hell no. That child's gonna be just as dumb as you are, if not dumber. And you're gonna sit there and cry because you're an idiot. Congratulations, you're all a bunch of dumbasses. Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change into. Come on, I'll go back on playing. What you call it? I think I'm gonna start a new game. Start to get a different map. But yeah, that's the one thing I like to talk about the most. I'm sitting there like thinking to myself like, people are dumb, aren't they? What's the next map? Workshop. Okay. Fire about it. Sounds fun. And I just didn't like. I keep thinking to myself from that, and I was kind of like, I was talking to some people about that, and some people said the same thing. And be like, well, people shouldn't be like that towards, you know, when there's children around them. Like, number one, that's not realistic. Number two, you're an idiot. I'm not gonna change myself to meet people's standards, especially when they're ignorant towards me in the first place. That's stupid as fuck, dumb as hell. What the hell is people's problem? I don't get it. I will never understand it because it's dumb.
Here comes Santa.
And like, the more I hear about it, it's like, oh my god. It's like, no one gives a fuck.
And to all a good night. I'm All give, give, give. It's time to forget anyone. I see you.
There you go, Patty.
Chestnuts roast.
Fuck you, Dutch. It blows my mind.
Josh, imbeciles.
Like, people,
Before I decide
we're all
to shut the
corrupted.
pod,
We've got to be a better corruption.
you're not secretly some infiltrator
That's
from
how I look
Vulture,
at it.
are you?
Like, we're all corrupted. We all got fucking issues. It's just some of us have less issues than others. If we accept that, maybe we'll get along better. Like seeing people are like, oh, I need to cherish the kids. I keep the kids, and that, you know. Yeah, they'll stay kids until they're like 13, 14 years old, 16 years old, 18 years old, and all of a sudden, you know, they'll be like me, pretending all the damn time until they hit a certain age and actually gotta get the fuck up and do something with their life. And then you start seeing like, oh, I have to do something with my life now. You bet your fucking ass you have to. Like, you're kind of fucked now, aren't you? No one is.
Last call for guns and bullets. Wave 2.
But that's how life is, man.
Hunk of burning love. How badass am I? So badass. Oh, 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 oh. Chestnuts. How badass am I? So badass. On an open fire.
The resupply pod is open.
Nice.
Spend your dosh and shut up. That's only the beginning. There's a lot more blood and pain.
So badass.
But yeah, that's how I see it now, man.
Move it, idiot.
People try way too
Get some
hard.
gear, ammo, all those things that help you not die.
It's okay. Like some what? It's got some moves. But yeah, I see it more and more now. Like, when people like yell and bitch and moan that, I believe in our culture a lot. I believe in America a lot. I believe in the freedoms that we have in that people come in our country and that, and they know how free we are compared to most. People just get offended by stupid shit.
Let your heart be light.
I got one of the girl, a lady,
That
a
was
young,
for you, Prancer.
a young lady that's in, she came from Mexico
I
and
made
that,
it live
and like,
twice.
she can't speak English that much.
On an open fire.
I'm saying she's not a bad person. You know, she seems like she's very,
How
well in
badass am
tune.
I?
She's well in tune to learn and that, our language and that. I look at that as something sweet, you know? I'm highly attracted to her. And not because of the way she looks, man. She's a very beautiful woman, Matt. But it just looks like that she's actually trying to be something.
Just head to
She
the
just start
pod.
working that,
You got lucky. That's
and like,
nothing.
you know, I feel sympathetic for her because I see that she's actually trying. And I'm gonna push that along because that's the whole point of my research, is to push things along.
You are
When
going
people
to
are
keep your armor
more or
like
less
that.
broken,
Really?
when they're just bent a little bit and they're trying to flux their life around, that, you know, they don't smoke and that, they don't do drugs and that, they're just trying to do it the best the way they can. You'd be surprised how much when people get on drugs and they're smoking just simple cigarettes, how much that tears their life apart and fucks their life up a lot. Even people that drink and that, they can't live without it. My altering drugs have always been the worst thing. I told someone to drink a cup of coffee. I don't like the taste of it. The benefits of caffeine, a cup of coffee is going to be way more beneficial than you sitting there. You can spend 10 cents on a cup of coffee, or you can spend $50 on a little bit of weed that might get you through your day. And they both do almost the same damn thing.
Wave 4.
Just weed's more potent than doing it. Caffeine's not as massively potent. It raises up dopamine levels, yes. It makes you happier, yes. It makes you more alert, yes. Weed raises up dopamine levels, makes your mind slow, makes your brain slow, makes you stupid, it makes you dumb, it makes you Some people can work better without it, some people can work better with it, but the chances of that is still very slim.
Die, naughty, die. How badass
Yeah,
am
I smoked some weed before.
So
I drink
bad.
alcohol before. I like my supplements better.
Don't want to. Let your heart be light. How badass
Like
am
some
I?
people just do that stuff because
So
they're like,
bad.
oh, I like it because it makes you feel better, pregnant and bread, all that stuff. And that.
You are so dead.
Do you know what the stressful life sucks?
That's only
I ain't gonna lie.
There's a lot more.
Yeah, I dealt with some stuff in the last couple of years. You know, I pretty much almost got kicked out of the house like 2 years ago because of a little argument that I had with my father about me expressing myself about me being a child and that, and I expressed myself about what happened in that, and it was an outrageous bullshit. And I learned to just say, I'm done trying to fix the bullshit that's happening in our family.
I'm not going to go easy.
I don't give a
because
fuck
you
anymore.
don't repair your armor.
And then what happened? I got better as a human being. He said, why don't you care anymore? Because he can't fix it. Why the fuck would I give a fuck about it? My life's in the way it is because it was trying to fix something for over 16, 17, 18 fucking years of my life. Or say, at least for the last 40% of my existence.
Well, almost.
Speak the truth, get yelled at. Speak the
Sometimes you
truth,
gotta
get penalized
decorate your
for the
own
truth.
tree.
Speak the truth, get analyzed, and say I'm brainwashed.
5.
And people say, well, that's your truth. So there's no such thing as your truth. There's just truth and there's just believe. If you believe in stuff, doesn't mean it's true. Truth is truth, period. If I'm an asshole, I say I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. People get offended by me? Yeah, they do. They do that a lot.
Let's pound your naughty.
There must be something wrong with the calibration. You were not supposed to live through that.
And like, my life right now, the biggest thing I'm worried about is money. There's something, it's actually not even money, that there's something that I just like my youth is not as youthful as I want it to be. Like, there's some things I have to correct in my life that I have issues with. And one of the issues, kind of, you know, one of the biggest ones I have is, you know, that's up and down. I have a masturbating issue. It ain't massively heavy, but, you know, to some points it does get a little heavy sometimes.
The Zeds will be there soon. to
And other times
accelerate.
it doesn't. You know, I surround myself with, you know, nuded pictures of women all the time. So my mind's always constantly, you know, thinking about certain things and that. And that's why in real life, outside my house and that,
Seconds.
when I'm out in the real world, it doesn't contribute to me as much. I gotta keep it all at home. So it's kind of protecting me from doing things to a certain extent. Because my mind could just be done with it and I don't have to worry about it. You know, it's just like if I could have the girl that I want, yeah, I'd be plowing her multiple times a day. You know, of course the variations
Let
would be
your heart be
variations.
light.
But yeah,
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Chestnuts. Chestnuts roast.
but to me, I'm pretty stingy on who I want to be with. Like for instance,
How badass am I? So badass. Hunka burning love.
say like I've been noticing that overnight waitress, she's been a bit of a, you know, she likes me. I think she has a bit of a crush on me.
Something is cloaked.
And I, you know, I do enjoy
How
her that.
badass am I? So badass.
But you know, we were supposed to hang out on Tuesday,
Fire.
and that never happened. I even texted her, you know, a little worried that, but I guess the stuff happened, but she don't text me back. She's like, okay, whatever.
Spend your dosh and shut up.
I continue my stream.
Your survival is an accomplishment. It's pathetic.
Because I had a bad habit that I'm happy that I fixed. I used to text all the damn time. I used to think too much about it. Like, oh, why aren't you texting me that? I'd be like, I don't get her as much. He's like, yeah, she's doing whatever she has to do. But like the whole point of what I'm doing, because I was talking about another one of the girls that work in that, and I noticed that she was getting a little jealous. That her mood changed. This is some positive reinforcement. The hardest thing in the world is to get over the jealousy. And you feel jealous about some things that, you know, you compare each other. People do that all the time. You know, but a lot of times if you are the one that doesn't give in to it, everybody always seems to do it towards you. Like, so
Last
like,
call for guns
if I
and
flirt around with
bullets.
one of the girls that work in that, just simple, like, you know, easy, cool flirting. Not like, you know, anything touchy or anything like that.
Want
Just
you
to
to
stick
get
it off.
bored. So
You know,
I
you,
made something
if you found
special
someone
for
that knows that they're attracted to you, you can talk a little bit more. Like, oh, yeah, nice butt. You know, you look good in those pants today. Blah blah blah. Blah.
There's smoke
You know.
in here. Hunka burning.
Is there movie bitches on me?
Up with their head.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, 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 oh. You won't take a hint. Your problem. I may have overindulged. On an open fire. How badass am I? You want more?
And the mood changed in that. What I'm trying to teach this young lady is, this is how the guy that you're with feels when you're talking to other dudes.
Chestnuts roast.
And now she's starting to feel it, and that's the whole point of it. Because I don't want to be with a woman that's going to sit there and be with other guys. Number one, there's a relationship for a reason. I will never be anyone's fucking boyfriend if you're going to be going out with other dudes and fucking other dudes. Sorry, ain't going to happen. You ain't going to get this pretty little, you ain't going to get this handsome man, or you ain't going to sit there and be my woman. Because I don't play around. That's why I'm not in a relationship. Girls and guys do what they like, but girls be more like guys are. You know, oh God, I was like, I want to be free. Be free from what?
Evil is afoot.
You don't need to have sex with a bunch of dudes. You don't need to have sex with a bunch of women. I tell guys all the time, you need to stop banging all these girls now. If you're single, fine. If you want to mangle on that, if you're scared of your fucking heart, you're scared of your emotional love for someone, that's because you're a coward. You choose to be that way. You choose that you don't want to settle down. You don't need to have kids, dude. You don't need to be that kind of guy. Not everybody that's together has kids. Sometimes they just live their life together because they love each other. It's easier to have someone next to you that you can mingle with and do things with than it is to just have a bunch of friends. I'd rather have a really good girlfriend that's super cool, plays games with me, super cool, eats with me, understands me, loves me, cares for me, trusts me. So when I wake up, she's in my arms. That's if I wake up, she's like out prowling around. No, I don't. No man wants. That's just like no woman wants that. When men do it to women, they keep on thinking that all handsome men are like that. Because they're pretty, they instantly just put that to that conclusion because they can get women that. I don't have a lot of women crawling up my back fucking door. A lot of women don't go for pretty boys anymore. They really don't. They'll sleep with them, but they won't go out with them. They go out with boys that have a lot of money, or they go out with guys that they know that they're not going to cheat on them. That's it. The funny thing is, I would never cheat because, you know, I done my bullshit when I was younger than that.
How badass am I?
It was lack of confidence.
So badass.
I was such a fucking dickhead back then. And I lost a lot of good women because I wasn't confident enough. You know, if I can get back with any of the girls, then I'd get back with the last one that I fucked up with.
Are you ready for me?
You know. I would say I don't give a shit about the past. Let's just look forward now. You know, and it was a trust thing. I had trust issues and it fell apart. You know, and honestly, I'm grateful that I learned my lesson. Stayed single for all these years.
Not that it will matter. You'll still die. You didn't get hurt.
Yeah, there's probably like 5 or 10 girls on my mind that I want to get with. There's a couple that are door dashers, because I see a lot of the same girls over and over again. You know, both the waitresses that I always seem to talk about. I would like to get with either of them.
Idiot. Get some gear, ammo, all those things that
I
help
see
you
that they
not
have
die.
progress. You know, they could be the progress with me. 'Cause I'm an older man, so I mean, for me, it's just like a little bit of a nudge helps out, you know. And the problems that they probably all of them have,
Think fast,
they're all different.
or as fast as you can.
You know, like the one I do
think
like,
slow.
she's the overnight waitress. She, you know, she has that freedom. I will do every guy problem, and that's what I don't like at all. I hate that a lot. I think that's very insecure and dumb.
T-Mon is 10 seconds
And say
till you're dead.
the manager lady that I like. They have a lot of problems. I find her very attractive looking, and she has a lot of this like tough act. She had to be like a tomboy type thing, and acts tough and that.
You hear what I
like
hear?
100. She's like not even 100 pounds. She's very tiny in that, and like, but like, she has that kind of thing, you know, when she is happy and smiling and that. I like it a lot. I like seeing when she smiles and that.
Let your
She's
heart
a very
be
attractive looking woman. I mean, her personality in that ain't really too bad. She seems like she's compromising with me a little bit on some things and that.
How badass am I? So bad.
But like, her life just started. So I can't really say that'd be a good relationship. She just has to do shit with her life and that. You know, the guy that she's currently with right now, they already had their little fuck up in that. And
Let's pound side.
that's an issue because like, I hate fucking cheating.
Chestnuts.
I might say that I cheated in my past and that,
Ho, 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 ho.
but a lot of it wasn't even like, it was cheating still, but it wasn't like real life cheating. It was online cheating. I talked to 2 different girls at the same time. And I, you know, screw around with them at the same time kind of thing.
Chestnuts pop.
But
I
now,
can smell them. Hello,
I got numbers and that. And the funny thing is, none of them talk to me. I don't talk to me at all.
No good in the grave.
You know,
Am I?
Do you know
they won't.
resource cost of a flesh pound? No, of course not.
You know, I wanted to get that, the manager lady's number and that. I asked her for it and that. She's like, we never asked me for my number and that. I was like, I don't know if I want her or not because you got a boyfriend now. Why would I want to have a girl's numbers to have your number? Because I do have girls' numbers and I just have them just to have them. No communication at all. Don't even say hi to me. Don't even text me. No. You know why they don't text me? Because they like me. They have a crush on me. They want to get closer to me. So, in their minds, I'm a catch. Because I'm not a fucking moron. Because I don't look at things from just Van's perspective. I look at it from both perspectives. You know? It's pretty fucking obvious. That's what most women want. They see that
Last call.
the trust, the loyalty. The saying, oh, you've been single for 8 years? Why? I date guys every other week. Because I don't need that emotional overload. I don't need that dopamine rush every 5 seconds. I don't care if someone doesn't fucking like me. I care enough to notice it, or I'll make fun of your whole life.
Let's pound Simon. Time to give him the present. On an open fire. Chestnuts.
Oh, man.
Let your heart be light.
Nice.
Hello, flesh pound.
These clones are limited. Just like my patience.
Because I look back at my past when I was like 16, 17 years old and I was going through all this emotional development. There was a lot of gorgeous women like me. There was this Polish girl. Her name was Lauren. I had her in art class like sophomore year. My God, she was hot. She would always walk in with like a push-up bra on. And she had some nice fat little titties on her. And like she had such a beautiful like little kind of like German-ish face. She was really pasty. She was so sexy. I used to sit around with her in class. And we had assistants seating that, I guess. Actually, I think the girls just sat next because they were attracted to me. They just didn't know what to say. And there was one other girl there. I remember like it was yesterday. Got a great memory. Her name was Emily. She was dating one of the, I guess, street boys or whatever it is. Little ghetto guy. The guy ended up getting into a really bad accident. He ended up like fucking up his whole entire life. He was a fucking moron. He did something stupid. I'm assuming.
Wave 11.
And he became like disabled and shit. And she broke up with him because of that. Thought they were in love and I'm like. And the guy changed a lot. He even told me about it. That he's just like, yeah, it's like I fucked up and that. I regret it, you know. He gained a bunch of weight and that, you know. So I'm like, well, you're in high school. That's all people care about is your looks. When people look at you, they care about the looks a lot.
How badass am I? So bad.
Laugh so much. Fireback's so good.
Chestnuts frozen. Nothing.
And like,
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
It's really funny though. Really, like I keep thinking about it, I keep looking at it. Like, oh. But I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that published in forever. I thought I saw it on like Google Images and that. 'Cause you like for some reason these off-brand porn sites, they steal girls' pictures from their phones and sell it for data from Google. And I think I saw her. I ain't gonna lie, she's got gigantic boobs. I was seeing her now, just like, I was like, that is ridiculous. But anyway, like, it was definitely her, alright. It's very noticeable. Her face structure is pretty much identical.
Hello, Violet.
Hunk of burning love.
And like, you know, I saw a couple other people now that was just ones I saw. Her name was Courtney. And I was looking up at White Castles when I saw her. She came in, that was like 2000. I think it was like 2020, 2021 when I was looking up there. And I saw her in that. And she had a kid in high school. Fuck her. Her oldest is like 50. It's been like 15-year-olds, like 15 or something like that. Cause she had a kid when she was like a sophomore. She was like 15 or 16. She was a year behind me. I saw her in that. And I was like, Courtney? I'm like, she looked at me. She's like stunned because nothing's really changed besides I have eczema. But like my face structure's been the same for the last like 15 years or so. And she was sitting there like just staring at me. This happened multiple times. I was always very and we talked that for a little bit. She's like, yeah, I got 2 children. That, of course, from 2 different men. The first guy, I already know who she banged the first time. And she had another guy. She's not married. I'm like, oh, I go get a single mother's route, looking for affection and that. And she was sitting there like, like surprised that she saw me. And I was like, yeah, it's like I had a huge crush on you in high school and all that stuff. And that, it's like, did you know that? And she's like, you did? And she was so surprised, and I was like, yeah, you know, I like you, man. I think you're a really good looking woman, man. She was, you know. She was. Go be saying past tense shit. She was. She ain't bad, but you know, she's always old. She's old. She got more wrinkles than I would ever imagine having at 30 years old. And like, she's got a nice body. She's always been skinny, you know. And, you know. It was just funny, though. I love seeing people from my high school year and that. And like, they all have little crushes on me and that. And, like, it's just funny though, because they won't try to go out with me. They won't even try to look me up and that. Be like, oh hey, how you doing, kind of thing. They never do that. Even though we have online, you can look on Facebook, and all of us have Facebook. Because you grew up during that age when Facebook came out, like 2006 and like that, when the internet became big.
Chestnuts. Let your heart be light. You flesh pounds are naughty.
Ah.
Chestnuts roast.
I got my butt.
Area breached. They're coming for you now.
So badass.
But yeah, it was just really funny to see that person again. I was just really stunned. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen you forever. How you doing? Oh, I got 15 kids. What? Stop having kids. Stop having sex with dudes. Jesus Christ. Now I'm looking for a man. No man ain't gonna be. I I'm sure there's some step out there that'll throw money at you, if that's what you want.
Sometimes you gotta decorate your own tree.
That shit's all funny, but yeah, I got 45 kids. You want me to take care of all that shit? You got like 15 Brady Bunches going on there. That's a lot of money. Like, traditional families have gone down the dirt. It's just too much money. No one can have, you know, unless they're both working at it. It's hard for someone to be a stay-at-home mom. It's just too much money. Unless that motherfucker makes like $150,000 a year, then yeah.
On an open fire.
That means that boy be working a lot of hours too.
How badass am I? So badass. Hunka burning love.
That's too much. Fuck that shit.
How badass am I?
Yeah,
So badass.
fucking macaroni.
On an open fire. Ah. Oh. Donner's avenged. I have more for you. Nothing.
But yeah, it's just like more and more I see it, and then it's like, I wonder who's gonna crush me really hard.
Spaniard Josh, imbecile.
You know, who's gonna have the confidence to pick my ass up? Someone I knew from high school and that.
The fact your survival
Who's gonna take that fucking swing? That's exactly what I'm waiting for.
pathetic, like you.
All the contacts in the world, you could be sitting there and be pondering away. I say my piece. I always say I have a crush on you. I'm attracted to you. I do like you. Nothing in response. And if I do ask a girl out, still it's like we'll set up something. Say what's up, anything. Just go out and just do something. Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, what the hell? What more do you want? That's why I don't do it. Okay. I've been up front with so many women, and none of them take it. None of them. I'm like, let's go on a date. Me and you. Just sit there and talk. And they'll play the fucking game. They don't take it. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know what you need to do, but you need to be, notice what the fuck's going on, and go with it. Because dating's the problem. They want one night stand.
Protect the area.
People do.
You can.
They don't want to date. They don't want to get to know people anymore. At least that's what I'm seeing. I'm just like, I'm bugging up laughing. Like, you're stuck. You think of the rest of your life with a bunch of douchebag dudes who'd be using you as a plush doll. And you're gonna complain and bitch and moan when you do have your first 3 children. You'll be like, life is done now. Everything's gonna happen. No matter how many times you fucking, how many times you want to have your miscarriages and that, not saying that they do, but, or that morning after pill stuff and that. How many times you want to do that? It's gonna fuck up your body first off.
Chestnuts. Hunka burning love. How badass am I?
Massively unhealthy for a woman's body doing stuff. Women can't be like men. Sorry.
Chestnuts roasted. Hello, flesh hound. Chestnuts.
That's just how it is. It ain't gonna happen. What they'll try to do for their young 20s and that, once they get in their 30s and 40s and that stuff slows down dramatically.
How badass am I? so
The
bad.
way I see it,
Let your
man, have that longer lasting thing going on with them.
The area is
That's
mostly
just how it is.
Did you suddenly become
I'm 33. I know women my age. I know men my age. They look like they're fucking 50.
on an open
I'm 33 years old. I look like a damn 20-year-old. Of course, you can't see my stomach. Got a little pudge on me and that, but you know, other than that, I look like a damn 20-year-old.
It's your funeral. Leaving your
That's
armor like
13
that.
years ago. All I do is exercise. I don't have a phenomenal body in that. You know, I'm overweight by 10% or so. I got about 20-something pounds to lose to be at an average weight. But most men my age, you know, when I see it, my God, they look terrible. Some look fucking ferociously terrible. So, I mean, that's how I look at it. So, I mean, I look at myself in that, you know, I'm pretty lean. There's little things about me in that. My arms have always been the best part of me. Arms are always the best part of me. I'm very toned, got a lot of muscle in my arms and that. I gotta work on my chest and that. But, you know, I got some of that progress in that. I'll go on my chest a little bit. You know, I gotta hit my legs a lot more than that. Fuck, I can't see my guys even have that. Everything's hidden underneath there, like, you can barely even see it. You know, and like, this is stuff I'm used to seeing that, like, oh, you must be on, you must work out a lot. I don't work out worth shit, honestly. I don't. Like right now, I'm just doing posture things, trying to get my back in better shape, so I'm using my back more. So I'm getting myself up and tighten my back muscle right now.
Death. Don't bleed on the pod.
Good way to build up muscle
It was
in your
hard
back.
to steal this many.
Tighten up that back and that, let that lower back just use it. Oh yeah, I'm putting my lower back right now. Feels good. Use the muscles, let that glycogen be used. Because the more glycogen you use,
Let your heart be light.
better off it is.
Oh, that's poison.
Burn, burn, burn.
I can't see.
Go away, feta.
Hunk of burning love.
Run.
Oh, 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 oh.
Ah!
Chestnuts roast. Rudolph guide my sleigh tonight. At the fireplace, where we'll watch the chestnuts pop. I'm not through with you. You want another visit? How badass am I? So...
I've killed tougher mercs than you. Lots of them.
Open fire.
What did it say? Boo, naughty times, boring. Oh. I'm curious what the new map that's going to come out. They started making a lot of maps in the last like 3 years. Dun, 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 dun. I do like Christmas music.
You are going to keep your armor like that? Really?
Yep. Why you gonna judge me, dickhead? That's so funny about getting your posture, like head up your lower back to throw your body forward, so back your head into the board. It's so weird. Like people sit with their back bent so much.
I can smell a hunk of burning love.
You flesh pounds are naughty!
Chestnuts roasting. Chestnuts. How badass am I? So badass. Let your heart be light. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Ow, my bow.
Hunk of burning love. Oh, ho, ho, ho. How badass am I? So,
Ah, stick in my butt.
on an open fire.
Fuck you, Jennifer, man.
Oh,
Lick
oh,
these
oh,
nuts. Chestnut.
Chestnuts roasted.
There you go, you just said it. Don't blame me, YouTube.
Go to the pod.
Oh.
Boy things. Not that it will matter. You'll still die. We'll just sweep that Skrig back into the cloning vest. He'll be back soon.
I like this map a lot. Wrap it up. Can I press the button?
Can you do math? You don't have that much dosh.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death.
Let's see. Heat wave, burn longer, all that good stuff. I drink my protein shake all the way. Okay, then. Okay. I'm gonna get some water. Take a little baby break. Paycheck should be going through. I gotta get my fucking taxes done. All that stupid shit. Okay. We'll be right back. I'm going to make some breakfast. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Sorry about that. Took a little bit to make food and that. Watching some Toyoko. Oh. Let's see what the fuck do I do. I don't know if I want to play Outrider or not. I think I want to finish off the game or finish off the other one. But right now,